Hi Cherie, hi Patty. Ten already, wow. Hi Christine, hi Anna. Hi Donna. I'm fine Cherie, how are you? Hi Jane. Marcia, hi. Same here, Cherie, same here. Hi in Oklahoma. Right, let me just check that I've got everything and then I'll make a start. Yes, I have. Hi from Western Australia. Christine saying, hope everyone is well, isolated and really fed up with it. Keep safe all. Yeah, definitely. Can you all hear me okay? Charlotte's saying yes, Linda's saying yes. Okay, right, I'm going to make a start. So, the... Clear as a bell, lovely, thank you. So, the flowers on path that I showed you how to make the other day, somebody mentioned and said, it's great, but how would I use it? Although, thank you for showing me, and then if I think of something, I'll know how to use it. So that got me thinking. So I thought today I'm going to do a scrapbook page. So I've created this in Canvas online and I've taken a screenshot of it. So I'm going to make the flowers on the circle bigger. I've done some text on a path around a circle. I've got some of the flowers that I used on the outside of the welded circle, and I'm going to cut a circle from a photograph. I'm going to cut the words from vinyl and I'm going to cut the rest from card. Hi Margaret from Arizona. So I've got quite a bit going on here, but it's fairly simple to do and hopefully we'll be able to get through it. So I've got a plain piece of grey card, which is going to just be my 12 by 12 base layer. I'm not going to do anything with that at all, apart from put everything else on top of it. The matting layer I'm going to cut in blue. So I've got all my bits and pieces on one side. I'm just going to get this Hi, Charmaine. So I'm just going to get this loaded and call up the first part of the design. Hi, Max. So I've got the 2 flower layers saved. So I'm just going to get rid of one for now, because I just want to cut the base layer in blue. So I'll just get this going and then I'll catch up with what you're all, if anyone's saying anything. So do any of you do scrapbooking? I used to do it when Hannah was little, but only on and off. I wasn't really a great scrapbooker, and I've not done any for ages. And then a couple of months ago I did a scrapbook layout for Maker's Superstore using the Pig Pong font card. And then when I got the message the other day about how to use this ruse, I thought I'd do a page and show you. So I'm just going to select this and I'm just going to zoom in just to make sure that it does fit on this piece of card, because I haven't tried this at all. So I'm hoping it's going to fit. I think it just about fits. So all I'm doing at the minute is just trying to make this shape fit on this piece of blue card, and then I'll catch up with what you're saying. So I think it's on there okay. It's going to be a tight fit, but we'll see. Right, what you all saying? Trying to get this on my telly. Don't know about that, Max. Digital scrapbooking, okay. Just took a break and voila, a live video, perfect. Hi, thanks Nancy. Not a scrapbooker, but hoping for ideas that can be used on cards. Well, Charmaine, I'm a card maker and everything I normally do is cards. So this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. So we'll see what happens. So basically all as I've done, the flowers on the path that I showed you how to do in this last week, I just made it bigger in Canvas and I've downloaded it onto a USB stick that I've got in the side of the machine. And then I also created the words in the week and I've put them on this USB, and then I'm going to do some circles. This layout, Charmaine, that I'm doing, this would go on a card. You could put this on a 6x6 card. Anna Lakem and tight fit. All my all my clothes are the same. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Just going to put that up a minute. I'm going to do the white layer. I'm going to get the biggest pieces out of the way first. What Cherie's saying, it's a good idea as a very personal gift for someone if it's not your usual thing. Oh, Nancy, you got your piercing kit. Oh, great. Oh, you love it. Good. Right, I'm just going to go back to the original design and do this is going to be a white layer. It's on the USB. It's in a folder called Lockdown. So I want the other layer, so I'm going to say edit and choose that one and delete. And then I've got the smaller layer, which is going to be my top layer in white. So I'm going to scan this in again. Right, what are people saying? Can't get the piercing kit in Canada. Okay, well, it's out in the US and it's out in the UK, so I'm sure you'll probably get it from Canada at some point. The only other option would be, but I don't know how much the postage would be, Anna, is if you look on Makers Superstore, they ship worldwide, and they've got the piercing kit, but I don't know how much it would cost to post. Right, this looks as though it's going to fit on there, so I'm just going to say cut. What's Nancy saying? Except that gold card fiasco took half an hour to scrape off. Oh, was that the Anna Griffin card? Was that you, Nancy, that left me that message? Hi, Maurice, is it? I'm sorry if that's not how you say your name. From the Isle of Wight, to watch all of your pieces of the ScanNCut you made. You made me get it out of the box. Good. Oh, Nancy, you're in Canada and you got yours from the States. Okay. So is the shipping expensive then between the States and Canada? Mind you, postage is expensive everywhere at the moment, isn't it? Hi, Paul. $20 for shipping. Wow. Maurice, that's how you say your name. All right, okay. Thank you. Well, welcome. I don't know what the postage would be to Canada from the UK then, but you could always have a look, or if you contact Makers, they'll tell you. Might be an option if you want it, rather than having to wait for it. Hi, Sandy. So I'm just going to get all the pieces done, then I'm going to bring the camera round and you'll be able to see my desk and see what I'm doing. So I just want to get all the big cutting out of the way. It only works on the machine with the auto blade technology. So the DX or the SDX models, not the CM model. I've not got my spatula out, I'm going to have to get that out. I'll catch up with you in a minute. Okay, so that's the next layer. Right, what we're saying, when you feel sad about your exchange rate, think of me in South Africa. It's currently R18 to the dollar. Mags is saying, I'm sitting here thinking it must be great not having to change the blade because the left-hand side of my cuts don't seem to cut as well as the right. It's brilliant not having to think about the blade depth or pressure, to be perfectly honest. It really is. Right, just trying to see if I've got all the bits off the mat, because with it being white on white, I'm not seeing. There's another bit there. Right, I've got a photo and I'm going to try and cut a circle out of it. So I'm going to scan it in. So I've finished cutting that one, so I'll go home and then I'll catch up with what you're saying in a minute. Scan, direct cut. Scanner lever is set to position 2. Refer to scanner lever and then press start. Scanner lever. What does it want me to do? Scanner lever is set to position 2 only when scanning thicker material. Set the scanner lever to position 1. Okay. Start. Right, what we're saying, 18 rand to the dollar. I think I've done this wrong now, so just hang on a second and then I'll catch up with what you're saying. I want a shape. Oh no, circle. Here we go. I don't want it that big. Edit. Can I edit my circle? Yeah. Can I? Have I done this wrong, haven't I? Done this wrong, right, let's start again. Go home, okay. So I want a shape first. So I want a circle and I want it 3 1/4 inches, I think. I'd decided on. Now I'm going to do a background scan. Okay, right. Nancy, yeah, you're probably right. I'm just going to have to bring this towards me because I can't see, so I'm trying to get the circle around the photograph. I think that's okay. So let's cut that. I've not cut a photograph before either, so I don't know whether this will work, but it should do. Right, let's see if that's cut before I remove it. Oh yeah, perfect. Oops, you see that? Sandy, yes, you can do all of this on any machine at all. So I'm basically just preparing the elements and then it will be easy to get it all together. Can you see? I'm just going to go back, I'm going to do a background scan because I'm going to cut the same size circle now but out of this different piece of paper. Then on the next one I'm going to do some cutting and drawing, and then I'm going to cut the vinyl, and then I've got all the bits. Yes, I have got a watermark on the photograph, it's okay, I know. It's a photograph that somebody took while Hannah was playing golf, so they've put a watermark on it, but I just want to use it for this demo. I may change it, I may not. Okay, so that's another element. Then with this one, I'm going to cut and draw. So I'm going to go back to my file and find the circle with the number in it. I just can't remember how big this is because some I've cut bigger. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Or not cut, I should say. Some I've designed bigger. And then I'll catch up with what you're saying. So I'm going to use the small pen tool. And I'm going to say draw. And now it's telling me to put the lever back up to 2. So you just do what the machine tells you to do. You don't have to worry about the lever. Hi Judy. What's Barbara saying? Hi Ashley, managed to do my number 6 card, saved to my machine, ready for granddaughter's birthday. Thanks for all your help. Oh, you're welcome. So you did it following on from the Wednesday night live. Hi Sue. Sue's saying hope you're all okay. Yeah, I am. Everybody else is, I think, hopefully. Hi Susan McDonald from South Carolina. I'm doing, I'll show you, a scrapbook layout with the flowers welded to the circle, which I showed how to do in a recent video. It's alright, Jay Koga, doesn't matter, it will always be recorded. Okay, so I'm going to put the blade back in, say OK, go back and say cut, and now it should cut my circle out. Bernie, hi. Is it Bernie? Sorry, I've got my glasses on as well. I have to keep looking forward to make sure I'm seeing everybody's names and comments. Right, I want some flowers, and then I've got some vinyl to cut. I'm going to use some of this scrap So let's say okay. What's Bernie saying? Hi, I'm excited about text to path. I used to do it in Inkscape. Yeah, Inkscape was the thing that I used in the main for doing stuff like that. It's very basic in Canvas Workspace, but you know, it's there and we can use it. Right, let me just find my flowers. So I'm just putting a piece of white and a piece of a ready colour, and I'm just going to cut some flowers, then I've got the vinyl, and then it will be nearly ready to assemble. What's Petersdale? Hi, all just got here, went to local quilt shop, they were giving out free fabric. Wow! That's brilliant. Right, I'm just going to add a few more. So object, edit, see if I can get any of these down here on this piece of white scrap. I think I can only get one. Like what we're saying, so you've made more than 40 masks so far. That's amazing, well done. It is awesome, isn't it, Bernie? Waiting for supplies before I can start making masks. Wash my fabric, so will I, and while watching this. Oh, well done, Jake Koga. It really is awful what's going on at the moment all around the world, but I try not to talk about it while we're doing these lives because, you know, I think I'm trying to take everybody's mind off it. Right, let's see what we've got here. There's the white one. Right, where's my vinyl? Got a piece of vinyl, which looks as though it might be a bit wide for this, but hopefully it will be okay. Right, let me go back and find the last part of the file, hopefully. What weight of cardstock am I using? It's the Maker Superstore one. Is it about 230, 260 GSM, something like that? It's their matte cardstock, not the pearlescent. Right, so I'm going to say, no I'm not, I'm going to go back, I'm going to go into the wrench. Hang on, where do we go? We go to select cut and then into the wrench, and I'm going to turn half cut on for the vinyl. Have I missed anything? It's far too easy to get overly focused if you're not careful. This is needed for our sanity. Thank you, Charlotte. That's my thinking too, to be honest. got a right old mess going on here. Right, let me just see if this has cooked. Oh yeah, it has. Right, I'm just going to bring you round. Right, I'm just going to put this back on here so I don't get fluff and bits all over it. And let's see what we've got so far. What's Nancy saying? I was surprised that the piercing design that came with the kit cannot be edited. I know, but you can make any design of your own and make them into a piercing design. So it's only the ones that they're giving you free that you can't alter. So do you use vinyl? Have you used vinyl? Can you see what my sentiment says? Patty, you use vinyl, okay. What do you make? Not sure how well this transfer tape's going to work. I've had this years. You, Linda, learnt to use vinyl by watching me, okay. Charlotte, you've not, but you're curious, okay. So basically then you cut the vinyl and you peel the waste away, which is called weeding, and then you need some kind of a transfer tape which is sticky on one side to pick up what's left behind. So I'm just going to leave that on one side for a minute and bring all this lot back in now. So this is going to go on here. What we all saying? I haven't used HTV yet, Patty. Okay, so with that you reverse, don't you? If you're doing words, you mirror your words, because with HTV you're basically cutting on the top and peel away, so you need to reverse. Bernie, it's okay. I would start with something simple though, because it can be a bit fiddly until you get used to it. I've just got to work out, because I've rotated this now, so that's going to go on there. So let's what we're saying. Am I missing anything? You can see I've got a bit of card in there that shouldn't be there. Right, let me catch up with what people are saying. Anna is saying, love vinyl, made a bubblegum pink teddy bear for my mailbox yesterday. Many people putting bears for people to see. Yeah, I've seen that. Bears and rainbows for the kids to count as they walk by, which is a brilliant idea. Okay, so that's come off nicely. Right, what's Caroline saying? I just ordered an SDX 225 yesterday, so my journey will begin soon. I've never had one, so I'm very grateful. Oh, you're more than welcome. You'll have fun with it. And because you've gone for the auto blade technology, you're just going to be fine. Okay. What we're thinking so far? I'm going to plug my phone in. Linda saying, nice, lovely, looks good, yay, you'll love it, yeah, you will. Beautiful. Right, so I've got some already cut, but these are a lot smaller. These were what we used on a card, so I may use those. I've got the ones that I've just done. I've got some others here. I've got, oh, I know what I've got as well. Let's see, I've got a heart that I may put in there. What do we think? I don't know whether to use. About putting that in there, and then the little flowers, and then thanks, Margaret. Well, I kind of designed it in the canvas online, and that's, you know, where I came up with this, and I took a screenshot of it and printed it, and it kind of seemed to work out, and I, you know, set the sizes of the circles, so that gave me the idea. And then I was thinking maybe some of these to bring in this colour that's in this paper. Or I could put that like that. And then I'm going to do some, so before I put this together, I'm going to, this is just a Stampin' Up journaling pen. It's, don't know if there's a size on it actually. Oh, a 0.5, so it's quite fine. So, I'm just going to do some what we're saying. I love watching fine-tuning your design. Must leave, stay safe. Yeah, it's okay, Marcia. Thank you. Bye. You could have pieced it. Pieced what? Do you mean pierced? Pierced. Yeah, I never thought. But my heart is. That's from last week. My lines are getting bigger. Sue Lakin, miss most of this. Blinking phone rang, we'll watch on catch. It's fine, Sue, don't worry. Always be recorded. I've cut card, vinyl, a photograph, and paper, and drawn. What's Marie saying? Lost you, now I'm back. We'll catch up. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to stick them down. So it was that and that. That in there. Find some 3D foam. So I'm going to stick this one flat. If you can hear the wind, I've got the door open. What's Charmaine saying? Just thinking you could have drawn those lines. Yes, I could have, but I just thought I'd do it by hand. And as somebody else said, I could have also pierced some of it. Right, because I've put this on 3D foam, I'm only putting foam on the bottom of the photograph, but I'm going to apply a little bit of the wet glue just at the top. Like that. Then this, I think I will, don't know where to put that now. Might put it over actually. So I'll just put some 3D foam on the top of this. I missed a comment. Let me see what's Nancy saying. Can you scan and cut, do dash lines around the perimeter of a circle? Yes, you can, in Canvas. Where's my little flower? I need a small, in fact I won't, I'll just put glue on. So who's just said, how would you do that, Charmaine? So if you do a circle in Canvas, Workspace, and then do an inward offset, you can make the inward offset a dash line. Hi, Ms. Ronnie. It's Tombow. Anna. What else is anyone saying? Charmaine saying, oh, okay, thank you. I must look into that. I can do that on a Wednesday night if you want, in a live, Charmaine. I don't know where to put this. Should I just put it there? You're supposed to do odd numbers though, aren't you? Need some pearl? Yes, definitely. That's what I'm going to do next. In fact, let me get it. Bling. Right, what we're saying, that would be great, thank you. Yeah, that's fine. What's Charlotte saying? Would piercing work to make the fold lines, or are you better off staying with dash lines in Canvas? I think we discussed this last week. I wouldn't use piercing. I would either use a scoreboard or use the dash lines in Canvas. I'm just going to use some different sizes in the middles of the flowers. What we're thinking. What's Bernie saying? I use the emboss tool and drawing lines to make score lines. Yeah, that's a good idea. Set your lines to draw, but instead of drawing them, use the embossing tool, yeah. Do you use the brother one? Bernie. 6 p.m. UK, Maurice. What's Paul saying? I sometimes turn my dash lines into solid lines in Canvas, but set it to draw instead of cutting them. Yeah. This is it's Stampin' Up, and it's called Take Your Pick, and it's in my online store. If you are in the US, you need to look for a US demonstrator, and you'll be able to find that in their store. Should we add a few more? Kind of random, put some on the heart. Basically has some putty on the end that you wind out, and then you can pick up your bling, and this is replaceable. And then on the other end it has the piercing tool, but if you open it up and turn it round and clip it back in, you've got like a little flat edge for getting under things as well. I can just see pen holder I can't type today, but I think I've obviously missed. I just use my scoreboard, to be perfectly honest. I do use the dash lines sometimes if I'm making boxes, but if it's a card, I just use my scoreboard. I just do it manually, it's a lot easier. But yeah, if you've got the score tool, set your line to draw, set it to a solid line, set it as a draw line, and then use the score tool. That would work. Okay, what do we think? Sandy, probably just in an album. I've still got some albums that have got empty pages. Unless I find a frame, and I may put it on in a frame. Mags, what you getting lost with? So, there's my sketch. And there's the completed. What, you thought I was going to put this in the window, Sandy? No, 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 no. Tool name again. It's called Take Your Pick. What's Ms. Ronnie saying? As always, I think it's beautiful. Oh, thank you. Mags, right, all the talk about score lines, I'll look back. Okay, Mags, somebody asked, could you use the piercing tool to put a score line in like the fold of a card? And I said, we discussed it last week and we came to the conclusion that the piercing tool wasn't a good idea. So to just either use a manual scoreboard or use the dash line in canvas. Petersdale, I'm not either. It was just, I just thought it was an alternative use for the flowers. It would normally be on a card for me. Like, hang on. Like this. This is the same principle. These flowers are welded to the circle and then lots of little loose ones round the top. But I decided to make it bigger and put it on a scrapbook page. You're okay with that now, Mags? Okay. Lucille, I've only just tuned in and what you've made is lovely. I see you use Fit to Path, but mine is still playing up. I assume yours was okay. Yeah. Lucille, did you see the updated video? In the updated video, I showed you another process of how to do it, and it seems to have worked for everybody. So have a look for the updated video that was posted a few days after. Bernie, you thought was putting it in a window as well. Okay, no. Charlotte, definitely. I just made it up. It was just something that I came up with. The reason I went with circles was because this was a circle I used originally, and I just decided to cut the photo into a circle and add a few extras. The pierced heart is from last week and was on my desk. And this flower is this flower. So you'd hang it in the porch for all to see. Okay. Yeah, the new one does work, doesn't it? Everybody said that it works doing that new process. So, who was it who said it wouldn't work? Try it again. Barbara Morris, yeah, the follow-up video on Fit to Path to iron out the problem was great. Yeah, everybody's commented and said that it works definitely that way, no matter what they've used, whether it's a Mac like me or Windows. So, and I did put a link to the original one in the updated one just so that people could see, and vice versa. Nancy, what you're saying, I recommend solid core card stock to pierce, otherwise it'll likely peel. Yeah, was the Anna Griffin like a metallic card? Because they're in layers, aren't they? But something like this is all solid core and this is all pierced fine. What's Charlotte saying? Thanks, I just put it in my sketch file. You're welcome. Send me a picture if you do it. Okay, is there any questions before we wrap up this one? Just having my drink. Oh, did it, Nancy? What a shame. So did it just bring the top layer up and leave the bottom layer behind, stuck to the mat? This, I just did it on my canvas mat and then I took a screenshot of it, but I could show that on Wednesday as well, along with what was I meant to be doing on Wednesday. So I said I'd do it and I've forgotten already, but I could show you how I did this as well. If somebody reminds me, I'll make a note while you're here with my pen and then I know what I'm doing. The dash lines, thank you. That was like inside a shape, wasn't it? I said. Yeah, that's it. Dash lines in a circle. Okay, and then we could combine it with how I did this, because this is pretty quick. The process of putting this layout together. Yeah, okay, Linda, I've got that now. So it was the dash lines, you're right. Thank you. You only said it in the last half an hour, didn't you? And I've forgotten already. Maurice, are you saying you want me to show the fit to path again? Charmaine, yeah, it is a date. 6 p.m. I'm making the notes. What's Petersdale saying? Will it work with any wingding? Don't flower, or does I have to? No, any. It's not wingdings, it's dingbats. So any dingbat it will work with. So, you know, you could have one of animals, say a rabbit, and you could weld a rabbit to a circle. Anything, as long as it's a dingbat. So if you go to defont.com, and in the themes, there's a dingbat theme, and it will bring all the dingbats up. Any of those, it should work, no problem. Mags, that's Wednesday sorted. Great. Anything else? Charmaine, you're welcome. Petersdale, have you got any idea for a dingbat? What particular shape? I can be having a look before then if you want. What's Marie saying? No, I thought that was what you were going to do as well, a dash line. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Sheila, thank you. Yeah. Caroline, thank you, you're welcome. Bernie, thank you. Linda Fawcett, you're welcome. Oh, Cherie, thank you. Asking people to hit the thumbs up, that's lovely. Thanks very much. Nancy, you're welcome. Hi, Linda. I will try and get there on time Wednesday. Was out for a run when I remembered about today, but I ran fast. See, so I've improved your running. The little one, yeah, it's just the same flower cut smaller. I think the little one's at 1 inch and this is, let me see. This one's 1.5 inches. Maurice, you're welcome. Okay, Petersdale, so you've not got anything specific shape-wise that you want me to look at for a dingbat? If you have, just leave a comment and I'll have a look before Wednesday. Thank you, Maurice. But, oh, I've got a funny story about that if you're still here. So next week, yeah, is Easter Sunday, isn't it? So I bought Hannah an Easter egg in the week when I had to go out to the chemist. And I left it in the car and I got up this morning thinking it was Easter Sunday. So I took a picture of it and I sent her a message with the picture saying, if you find it in the house, you can have it. And then I went into the kitchen to make my breakfast and was listening to the radio, and I thought, why isn't anybody talking about Easter? And then I looked on my phone and it's not Easter till next week. Meantime, I'd sent the message, she'd already read it and was running around the house trying to find the Easter egg. I know. I know, but it's true. And she sat there eating away through an Easter egg for a breakfast. Great. It did keep her busy, actually, yeah, while she was running around trying to find out where it was. Okay, Mags, yeah, see you Wednesday. I know, all day Friday, I kept thinking it was Saturday. Crazy, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to go then and I'll speak to you. What's Linda saying? 2 Easter egg hunts sounds great to me. I know she wants another one next week. Practice for Easter, yeah. Oh dear, I know, craziness. We are in a time warp, aren't we? Everything's kind of standing still. I think we're all on a go slow, aren't we? We don't know what day it is. We don't know whether we're coming or going. And the world seems to be going mad outside. I know, it's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go then now. Charlotte, you're welcome. Hiding your eggs and finding them the next day. Ah, dear. Yeah, see, I've had mine in the car since about Wednesday and it's been in the boot and I brought it in, hid it, took a picture of it, hid it, sent her the message, and then about 10 minutes later realised I was on the wrong Sunday. Jay Cougar, see you Wednesday. Sue Lakin, you're welcome. Thanks very much. And I'll see you all soon then. All right, take care, stay healthy, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon.